What's up, guys? Sorry for that code. Sometimes there's a, I don't know what the typo was, but you guys have to know on that stream, I don't control the code. So all I do is queue up the giveaway. So the back end, if they gave you guys a code that didn't had a typo in it or whatever. But it's like, it's so hard when there's a million people like, I got it, I didn't get it. Where's it go? Where's it go? Because chat flies so quick, dude. I'm still like, I'm like, okay, stop typing so I can see what you guys said. Popcorn rugged. It was 25 and they typed 50. Oh, okay, that's what happened. That's what happened, okay. I love our new afternoon theme song. Hold on. See, it'd be really crappy if this market doesn't move today, you know what I'm saying? Tough day. This might end the streak if I don't get some movement today. So hopefully we get something good. I've been waiting to see if we get like dropped down to liquidity pocket, but should be good though. No. Thank you guys. Welcome coming back. Hey, afternoon, folks. Been promoting mods on the channel. Who here is consistently here? A couple more people. We'll do a moderator thing. I was kind of being funny about this. I'm gonna do a giveaway for random mod, but I'm not gonna do this yet, but I'm gonna do it on the stream in a little bit. But I'll promote some mods. I know some of you guys, I'm gonna promote some like trustworthy people in the afternoon. I'm gonna like just kind of chill out. Well, John, I don't know why you're not a mod. John's my brother from another mother. Hold up. All right. Couple mods just to basically be here. And what's the salary? It's really bad. Like the CEO is an absolute asshole. You don't want to work for him, and it's free. You don't get paid. Too much responsibility. Jordan knows. He's like, no thanks. This is just to help out with chat. There's so many people in chat. It gets really helpful. Because it's like you'll mod, it sounds fair. All right, Gabriel, you're in. All right, cool. You have a mod bot. Just a couple more. Salary is free class. Salary is just free. It's for the love of the game. It's really what it is. Welcome back to the stream, guys. All right, fun to next, man. It's been such a crazy. Hold on one second. I'm super excited about this big thing. I'm brute forcing some of the accounts. 2 of them I hit profit. Hold on one second. Bum, 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 bum. All right, so I feel like I can dig out of the hole and turn this day green, hopefully. So in the fund to next, I only blew up 4 of the accounts. I'm brute forcing it though. So my strategy with the fund to next is to right out the door with the no DLL, uncapped payout accounts. The goal is just to get each one of them 2,000 on the first day, brute forcing. Long, 4 or 5 contracts each, long, get 2,000 each one of them, be done, and then tomorrow trade them seriously. The idea is you need to race to get 7 of them passed by the end of the sale, which is in 1 week. that can lock in 7 accounts with no DLL. That's it. So only busted 4, which is good. It's a strategy that I'm employing to get, so FundNX is having a sale that they have no DLL, which is crazy, with uncapped payouts. You don't see that anywhere. And they do this every once in a while. They're doing it right now. And every time they do that, I'm doing the same exact thing. The idea is I get max accounts, but I have to have max by the end of the sale period, because they don't do no DLL all the time. So the trick is to just brute force them from day one, get each of them at least with 1 day. It only takes 3 days to pass. So I need to pass 7 accounts within 5 days. That's it. So brute force is the way to go. Wait, somebody says codes. Are you leaving? Greek MF says codes. What do you mean codes? What are you talking about? Any codes yet? What are you talking about with My Funded TV? We do giveaways on this stream, but codes. Oh wait, hold on. So you want a free code? Greek MF? Is that what you're saying? You want a free code? No, don't ban him. I'm gonna do a giveaway. He likes codes. Does he have codes in different area codes? What are you looking for? All right, thank you for asking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a giveaway, but you can't win it. I'm gonna do it for everybody else. No, I'm just kidding. We'll do a giveaway by the end of the day, for sure. We always do. I'm just kidding. That was mean. Anyways, my strategy here is to get 7 accounts passed, and that's it. So they're not even counting towards like my daily profitability. The idea is I'm going to get $700,000 total of these accounts, and I'm going to get all of them passed by the 23rd, as when the sale ends. It's 3 days to pass. So on day 1, do you guys understand why on day 1 I need to have all 7 of those accounts? Because I can get 700,000 total. I got 7 100Ks ready to go. And so by the end of day 1, each one of them needs to have roughly $2,400 in profit, which is about what I need to get for my 40% rule on a $6,000 profit target. So I need to have 7 accounts with 2,400 by the end of day 1. That's it. I'm going to brute force it. So by tomorrow, I have to trade them normal and then normal. And the odds are very high that I have 7 by the end of the sale period. And then I take 3 of them and go funded, and the other 4 sit on standby. And I got 7 accounts that are uncapped payout with no DLL. And then I'm going to race to hopefully get one of them to a 6-figure or 7-figure payout. Wish me luck. You got any, yo man, y'all got any more of that codes, man? But this is not really turning out to be one of the best days. This just sucks today, man. This is just crap, brutal, crummy day. Not a big fan of this day. So I've only busted 4 times, which is great. 2 of them I got to target, which is good, or about the target. 5 of them I'm still working on. This I only brute force on the first day. That way, by the second day, they're already a third of the way to pay out. So we'll see what we get on this one. Next week will be the rally of a lifetime. Yeah, I hope so. I really do hope so. God, it's like, why does this market have to be? Why do I have to have the sale in the worst fucking market? You know what I mean? Can't the sale have started like 3 days ago? Now, what we do have today, guys, is we have liquidity pockets all down in here. So what I do have, which can be like the saving grace of whatever's going on today, is I have a setup at LP, a setup at LP, bull zone bottom, bear zone top. This is all great. This would be perfect. That would be awesome to get. It was looking so good like a couple minutes ago. I was excited to see some green on the table. What does brute forcing mean? Brute forcing is very simple. The idea is the accounts are cheap and I need to pass 7 within 5 days. So I long here, market falls. I long here, market falls. I long here, market falls. I long here, up to 4. And as the market continues to fall, I long in multiple accounts and then long. I'm just DCAing, just basically fucking martingale these things until they pass. Not full port, but 4. All you need is four contracts very quickly. And the minute I get $2,400 or $2,000, I close out. This is the first day of the account. And if they bust, I just re-up. And so the idea is I need 7 with the 2,400, which is the consistency limit. And then as soon as I get that, then tomorrow I don't do this. I only do it on the first day. It's to get a head start on the accounts for whatever cost it takes to get there. And then tomorrow, I only have 2 days to really trade them to where I can pass it. So then tomorrow I trade them like really, or Monday I trade them like for reals. I got to race the clock. That's why I have to do it this way. You can't afford to go slow and inch your way there like normal. This is only a prop firm trick on the eval side and only for first day. If I just go slow, chances are I don't make it there by the end. And what if I accidentally blow up? Then I have no accounts. I just have like a bad trading week after the sale's over. So the goal is on day 1, I have to get as far ahead as I can physically get no matter what the cost. On Funded Next, yeah. Max drawdown on those accounts, I think is, max drawdown. It is, they have, without the daily loss limit. So each one of them is different. It just depends on which size that you're getting. So let me read them all to you guys. The drawdown on the 100K is $3,000. The 50K is 25 and the 25 is $1,250. And with the code, these only cost like $300, so it's not that big of a deal. The entirety of today might cost me maybe like $2 or $3 grand. But the goal is I'll immediately make that back on the first payout. And the goal is I want to have 1 account with uncapped payouts with no DLL by the end of this that gets a big payout. If I get 3 of them that get big payouts, it's even better. But I got 4 in reserve after that, which would be great. So Funded Next, the code is Rocket. Yeah, it's right up here. And it's 30% off. So that one, that's the big deal. Challenge accounts are marked as breach and deactivated after 7 consecutive calendar days of no trades. Right. So the idea is that I got to get the first 3 up to buffer for payout within that time frame as well, Levi. You nailed it. It's no DLL on a prop. And also when you go funded. 1-to-1 profit to 10-to-1 profit to or 1-to-1 profit to ML ratio is amazing with no deal. Yeah, it's amazing, right? Very good deal. And also the cost to drawdown ratio is a 10, which is really good. That's a really high ratio. Means you're getting a lot of wiggle room for the dollars you pay. With no DL, it makes it good. You got to flip a micro once a week to keep holding those evals. Right. Right. And I think in the funded account, you have to make a trade like once a month, I think is the rule. Don't quote me on that though. You have to use my link to give me credit, and then you use the code that was in the email to get the no, Mikhail, that is incorrect. That is absolutely wrong. You use my code to get the no DLL. Don't even have to click links or click emails. Ignore the email they sent. Just type code rocket and it works. So you guys know that. Yep. Don't worry about they programmed it where our code works for it. There might be some bad information about what you have to do. But I promise you guys, just use our code. And sending an email confirmation code, and the email never comes. Am I still in the long? Yeah, I am right here. Just 1 contract from down in here. If you're having issues, anytime you guys are having issues also with any of these prop firms like Funded Next, like when we're doing a big sale like this, just send me a message and I'll try to get you guys expedited customer service. That's the best prop deal today, Red Candle. Funded next, 30% off, no DLL. They only add the no DLL rule taken away. Sparing. It's not something they always do. It's rare that they do this. They did the sale once before and it was crazy. I made $10,000 on my first accounts on the payouts. So uncapped payout, no DLL is a pretty sweet deal. Can we get some support on this market today? Let's go, market. Let's go today. All right. Hopefully we hold. Let's take a little bit more risk on one of these accounts here. Again, I'm just buying the dip and longing and betting that we hold. But it's not looking so hot. The market's not got any bullishness. People aren't buying stocks. It's kind of like doomed today. This market's doomed to close lower. I kind of hate the idea that we're not getting a rally into ending this week out. I really hate it. It feels like the market might sell off. But I think that there's still a possibility that we hang in there. Breaking an MHP out the door, this wasn't good for the rest of the day, unfortunately. So, oh, Mikkel, okay, so it's not working. I don't understand why it's not working. If you use Rocket, are you using code Rocket, Mikkel? What code are you using when you check out? Just make sure you're using the code Rocket, not Rocket Scooter. Yeah, just Rocket. A lot of times you guys are trying to type Rocket Scooter, and make sure you understand front and X is different. They made our code Rocket. Kind of sucks. You got to go to futures. You got to buy a futures account. You got to type in Rocket when you buy the challenge. Amount to be paid. Apply code. Rocket. Click apply. And it works. Look. I just did it. Make sure you guys see all the same stuff I see. Make sure I'm not doxing anything here. Like, you go to the checkout, type in Rocket, Rocket applied, discount approved. Here. You type Scooter too. Well, guys, like, look. Like, it's literally here. It's right up here. Yeah. See this? Right here. It's like right above my head. So all the deets you need are right there. No, don't get a CFD account. Just go. It's features only. I never said to click apply. Y'all are so... I have to be very specific. You guys are all smarty pants engineers. It's like, if I don't give you specific instructions, it's not going to work. My computer science teacher gave us this very funny. She was this like 60-year-old lady named Miss Carswell. She was really like everybody's sweet old grandma, and she was really funny. Like the first day in comp sci pre-AP, like 9th grade year, she goes, "Okay, I want you guys. We're gonna play a game. It's called we're gonna make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich." She goes, "I am a robot. You're programming to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Okay, so you tell me how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich." And somebody goes, and she had peanut butter and jelly and a loaf of bread sitting here. And she goes, well, they go, well, you put peanut butter on the bread and jelly on the bread and put it together. So she grabbed the loaf of bread, took the peanut butter and slammed it into the loaf of bread, and took the jelly and smashed into the loaf of bread. And then she folded the loaf of bread over and she goes, here's your sandwich. And it was, and everybody was laughing. And they were like, well, you opened the bread first. And she goes, well, you didn't tell me to do that. This is what you would teach computer programmers, right? That you have to give specific instructions, detailed line by line. So people are saying, "Oh, okay, so we get the exercise now." And so people still kept trying. They were like, "Okay, first you open the bread," and then she grabbed the other loaf of bread, and then she ripped it open. She's like, "Okay, bread is open. What next?" Okay, first you hold the bread in your left hand, then you grab the twist tie with your right hand, then you untwist the tie, set the twist tie on the table. And so we finally instructed her, and it took us like 20 minutes to be able to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It was so funny. And so this is like the first day of class, and she's, it was really cool. And the instructions had to be so specific because every time you got a step wrong, she would completely like go the other way. Like a computer is very literal, and that was the point of the exercise. It was really funny. Tell them to wipe after pooping, LOL. Does the funded X accounts have to be passed by the end of the sale? No, they don't. There's no race to pass them. And then it came down to, like, okay, now she get out 2 slices of bread. She would get out 2 slices of bread. Okay, now put peanut butter on the bread. Then she put it on the outside. It was all like, you had to be extremely specific. And then we finally got the hang of it. They were like, okay, take the 2 pieces of bread, set them on the table 4 inches apart from each other, grab a knife, stick it in 1 inch and scoop out a little tiny bit of jelly, covering the last inch of the fork. And people were like, okay. And finally, when we got it, we finally instructed her as a robot to make a successful peanut butter jelly sandwich, even though it was a little messy. The lesson was remembered, 30 years later. So that was always a fun little anecdote. Comp side. There's a video of the dad making peanut butter sandwich for his kid from instructions from mom that was the same thing. Dad puts the knife in the peanut butter and kind of gets stuck. The kid freaks out. Oh, really? Oh, that's too funny. Engineering specific is like that. You work in engineer heavy field, work instructions are crazy detailed. It really is. You guys ever done like a lockout tag out whenever they're doing repairs on something where you have to like lock out something? Like if somebody's doing repairs on something and they have to shut the valves of this thing, they physically put locks on it so that somebody can't accidentally open something up and kill somebody that's working on it. And so there's a huge procedure for Lodo, and you have this like, they lock up a thing, and then the key to the lock is locked up in a box, and that box is locked and only one person has access to it. And that person can only access it if there's this huge checklist of like, have you checked this? Have you checked this? Have you checked this? And then he will open the lock, and they get you the combo for the other person to open the lock to open the thing. Yeah. It's like, and it's super specific. Like, have you walked down? It's like a million steps you got to follow just to say, okay, we can open this valve again. Because if you don't, you kill somebody. It's that serious. You're a certified quality auditor. Yeah, John knows it freaking matters, right? So if you get one step wrong, like you make the peanut jelly sandwich slightly wrong, you've poisoned somebody that's, welding a patch on like a pipe with a hole in it or something, that serious. Yeah, like in any plants. So they have like a huge procedural checklist of like exactly what you need to do. And it's like to the step. It's like, are you sure of this? Have you done this? It's not just like, make sure nobody's in the area. All right, you're fine. Turn it on. Yeah. You're inspector for utility. Oh yeah. It's crazy for utilities, right? You got like 600-pound steam lines and shit. Like that stuff will blast a hole through somebody's chest. I've actually, speaking of steam lines, one time I was in the plant, I had a 600-pound steam line rupture, and it felt like a bomb. Like it was basically like 100 feet of line. It was a steam line. It was a steam line that was used in a tank as a heating coil to heat salt. We use like actual salt, and you would heat the salt until it was molten, and the molten salt was actually used as a cooling agent for the reaction. The reaction got so hot that hot molten salt was actually cold compared to it. So we pumped molten salt as the cooling agent through our reactor. And then the salt went back to the tank, and then the steam kept the salt moving, right? And hot. And that line ruptured. I was up in the plant on the top floor of the deck, and I heard this, and the thing I was on was like shaking like this, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? I radio in. I'm like, something blew up, guys. I don't know what's going on. And they're like, checking on it. Matt, you're safe. You're good. Don't go anywhere. Stay where you are. And I'm like, oh, I'm good. And it was just like, essentially the pipe, like one of the pipes on the side of it just ruptured. And I could hear it. And I looked over the edge and I could just see just steam was just flowing out. And it was just like this huge, you know, when you guys like go in the desert and you see like the heat causing like wobblies from something being so hot, like the mirage effect, it was like this huge, like everything was just wobbling. It was so crazy. But yeah, that's kind of like, that was just an accidental rupture. But, and the thing is they couldn't shut it down because you can't shut it down because all that salt will harden. And then you got, you know, rock salt inside of all of your pipes and you ruin your equipment. So I had to live with that leaky steam pipe until the next turnaround. So essentially when I went to my unit, every time after that, I had to wear double hearing protection because we just lived with the steam leak. It constantly sounded like standing behind an airplane that was about to take off. So now I had to go out there for the rest of my job with earplugs and then ear muffs over the earplugs because they couldn't turn it off to fix it. So they just vented steam to the atmosphere. Such is life. Those are the old days. Chemical plant days, man. Being an engineer was fun. But that was the one scary that I ever had. Nothing else ever put me in danger, but that kind of freaked me out a little bit. Because the thing I was on was like shaking and I was like, what the hell is going on? That sounded pretty bad. Is there a fire underneath me and I'm about to burn to death? I'm like, I heard something feet up in the air here. How am I ever to stream and talk for this long? I drink a lot of hot tea that helps out. So what happened was it was probably what we think that happened. And John, you know, like chemical cleaning or like hydroblasters, they go in and like clean out the pipes and stuff. A lot of times those people with those lances are very careless. So they're like, you're basically cleaning scale and stuff off with like high pressure water. If they just like hold it onto the edge of the pipe, you'll start to erode away some of that metal and put a weak spot in the pipe. It's really hard to rupture that gauge of piping in 600-pound steam. We thought someone at some point might create a weak spot, blew a hole in the side of the pipe, probably like maybe like this big. It's like it was like a tear. So kind of a fun. This is it's like a green tea. I don't know. Her dad brings it from Vietnam. It's really good. It kind of tastes like almost like an oolong. It's very bitter, which I like. Deepwater Horizon, anything like that? No, that was big. That was a huge deal. Yeah. But that was actually pretty scary. So, but I mean, I'm kind of a tough guy, so I know all my safety procedures. My first thought was to look underneath me and check for flames. So like one of the things that you do is you make sure is there a fire. And then I know where's my escape routes? Like, how do I get out of it? And then I know like what I was working with. The problem was we work with combustible material. So I thought something exploded and I was about to burn alive. That was my first thought. Because we made polyacrylic acid, which was made out of propylene and oxygen. We'd mix it in the tank and then mix it in the line and run over a catalyst. So if you get a flammable mixture and a spark, you can cause an explosion. But that's my first thought was like, shit, my reactor's about to catch on fire. Thank God it wasn't, but it was the loudest thing I ever experienced. And you know, you're on this giant like, you know, deck. There's like, you know, levels of that and you're on the top floor and the thing is shaking like an earthquake. My mom was always worried about me working in plants too, but I'm like, no, it's actually pretty safe, Mom. Like, and I always tell her that I always told her I worked in the office. So I was like, oh, I don't really go on the plant that much, Mom. She's always like, I know what plants are like. No, Mom, everything's safe. Methyl ethyl bad stuff. There you go. LOL. Did I lose any money today? Yeah, I am down close to maybe 7,000 today. I'm down. One of my accounts is up at profit. Yeah. So I'm trying to work my way back if I can get up to here. I'll get some support here. I'd love to see the S&P back up above here. That'd be nice. Possible scenario for ES. It's kind of a crapshoot right now. People are going to buy the stocks until the end of the day or not. ES doesn't really have any support. Nasdaq does. So Nasdaq is showing signs of support. S&P kind of broke their MHP and is in no man's land. S&P could die for the rest of the day and still fit the model of everything we see here. Nasdaq has liquidity pocket underneath, which is kind of good. Nasdaq also has bull zone bottom right where we started, which I think maybe I didn't draw this in the right spot. 560. This was at the 12 o'clock. Oh, that was bull zone bottom. I guess I estimated it earlier, but this is where it is. Okay. That puts this right under here, 33. It's hard to estimate because the Nasdaq futures and the QQQ dance around each other. So actually this is the LP setup. Yeah, hedge pressure's there too. But we don't really necessarily take hedge pressure at face value when you break monthly hedge. Monthly hedge is stronger than weekly, but hedge pressure does add some additional support there. You're right. Yeah, you nailed it. So like I said, I'm just waiting to see if I get anything, but we are kind of stuck between the two hedge pressures today. And resilience is getting slightly better, which is giving me some optimism, but we'll see if anything comes out of that. I am only trading small because MHP is broken. I can't take a lot of risk in this, although I would love to. Why do enter above the pivot? DCA? Wait, what do you mean? Which pivot? This one, I entered at 191, which is right about here. I was actually playing at redline with the intent to average. Yeah. So there's this one contract here, and then maybe average here or in there. I'm trying to think if it falls to here, I might actually let it die to there and jump back in and literally hold through all of that, but we'll see. Yeah. So my entry is more like still at red line, which has been touched, which technically we can delete. We got an IRL sandwich right here as well. Like this is rock solid. This should hold today. Hopefully so. But I hate days like this. I really do. So it is kind of chopping in here. Maybe I can try to scalp for like 20-point moves. That might be nice. Oh no, I kind of feel it though. What do you guys think? Monthly res is not getting us any love though. Volatility still sitting flat. Diana coming after your big winning day yesterday. Bootcamp lessons paid off. Down one account, 1.4, break even on another, and 1.1 on the third. Before you copy trade it, when have a loss across all three. Very cool. Learning from the bootcamp. I love it. Split up your risk. Yeah. By the way, there's no boot camp on Friday, so you have the afternoon off. Here comes the end of day flush. Yeah, probably. Probably so. Ideally, just subscribe here to learn. Hey, Wolf, what's up, man? Appreciate that, buddy. So inside of here is very likely to happen. This would be like ultra rare. To break. Liquidity pocket expected to hold. Impact line to hold. This and this is expected. So the odds are really good that we hold, but the odds are less good because we broke monthly hedge pressure. We're in a weird gamma squeeze situation, so meow. Did you just say meow? What do I look like? What do I look like? Like I'm jumping from rock to rock, acting all nimbly bimbly. Do I look like I drink milk from a saucer to you, boy? Oh, it just sounded like you said meow. Meow. Why are you laughing there, Mr. Larry Johnson? Do you see me eating mice? Just shut up and get a large fiber. I don't want a large fiber. I want a liter of cola. Probably sideways market, yeah. Here, this is going to be like a one of those days where it's kind of a crapshoot. The market did not exhibit any signs of volatility in the selling, which means the index just is tracking the stocks which are actually selling off into expiration. Today's monthly expiration, what we got. Liquidity pocket should hold, all things being equal, so we should hopefully be fine. But again, let's just like say our prayers here. Let me actually draw this a little better. There we go. 90% of days do close above here. Problem is monthly resilience. The orange line is less than 0. So this is now resistance. Okay. Just like we saw today. The white line also less than 0. This is also resistance. Both of them. So this has a desire to equalize to be here, but the problem is the stocks have pushed it in a way where it likely won't do that. Market's bullish enough to hold down in here. We're kind of trapped in the middle. It's anybody's game. And a lot of times what happens in days like this is it flushes before it rallies. Very rarely do days like this just rally. Maybe we'll come in and Trump will give us a boost or something, who knows, but my stop loss is typically static. Yeah, so the stop loss on this particular trade is going to be roughly at 23,100 right here. I know it's really far away, but this is just a small entry in case we rally from here. So here, I know it's about 100 points away, which puts this at about a $2,000 loss, but I'm totally fine. This account's got 50K, 60K buffer. If we fall down to there, I'm going to hit it very hard on the edge and then break even right there. And I'll stop a little bit below. So because I'm playing a wide range and because the market's not that volatile either, I'm a little nervous because any selling might not have that spring back up that you'd expect in a volatile market. This is just tracking the stocks which are selling off. It's not really volatility that has the ability to bounce back. So we need to see the stocks rallying to get the index to follow. Essentially, nobody's really trading the index today. That's the problem. You'll do my boot camp. Great content. Oh, David. Yeah, you'll love it. The boot camp is really much my magnum opus. I feel like it's the most important thing I think I've ever made. And I even rank the boot camp higher than the platform. I think the boot camp and the way that we train people is incredibly like power. I think it's a very powerful messages that we send. So my Magnum Dong. I got my Magnum condom for my Magnum Dong. I'm ready to plow. What are you doing, Frank? I'm doing the move. That move doesn't work. Yeah, it does. The move works. You guys, we quote Always Sunny in Philadelphia all the time here. We're the pecan sandies. No, Frank, we're going to be chemical toilet. Teaches you to be the best Pokemon trainer. Oh, 100%. Yeah. I'll have you capturing every Pokemon in Pokemon Go by the end of it. Can we get a fan? Since you asked. Okay. But the fan needs to blow from the zone bottom, which is kind of what we need. That's a small one. See, that guy works there. Confession, you ordered a cheap money gun from AliExpress. The girlfriend won't see it. You're not 16. LOL. You can't ever go wrong with the money gun. It's kind of fun for like a minute or two. It's worth the $10. Coop bringing somebody to the boot camp. Oh, cool, dude. Hopefully he likes it. Boot camp is more of like a psychological reshaping. It's not just like this is the thing that you do it. It really, like, the boot camp is designed to like rewire your brain to think differently, and that's hopefully we achieved with some of you guys. You approach markets completely different. It's not even like, well, I just use different tools. It's not the point. It's like you think different about why markets move. You hate the money on the floor? I pick it up every time. Wait, hold on. I missed one. Hold on. I missed two. How's the new Vietnamese restaurant that you went to? The pictures look good. Did I eat your food? I'm working my way through it. I am working my way through it. Is Nasdaq going up a little bit? I like what I see right now. The fan is working. Of course it's working. It's a magic fan. Like, you're just being cheap. You gotta go spend the $30 if you want your AI boyfriend on X. You're trying to get AI Grok to talk to, the sexy one, you gotta pay for it. No need for $30 a month. That's right, because you got a better boyfriend. Can I spend the 30 bucks? You're asking me if I can pay for you for your other date? Come on now. That's not even fair. That's so wild. The audacity this girl has. Listen to her. Can you pay for me to talk to another guy? I hear her sometimes, I tell you. How does this benefit me at all? That's what I want to know. Ultra rare, roughly 10% of days. That's really the stats here. Now, we do have irrational. So when I tell you guys when the market's irrational, don't assume 90% anymore when it's irrational. I know that the notes, I'm going to change it really quick. Usually when it's irrational, we assume closer to like 60%. It's not as strong. We don't have the exact stats on liquidity pocket. We haven't completed that, but we know it's still better than 50, just anecdotally and from our own trading. Roughly 60% of days. When any of your irrational signals, the rule of thumb is the probabilities sink pretty big as the market becomes a little random. It's like slightly better than a coin flip, but it's not considered like a 90% bounce point, even though it is very strong. it's not like I don't have the fullest confidence that we hold it. Breaking MHP can cause an irrational, chaotic close. So being very careful to close out the day today. Expected, but lower probability. Because it's lower probability, my trade is very small. One contract over here. So because I have to trade small, chances are I'm probably not going to win for the day. Get my streak back. But we'll see. Maybe I'll get lucky. The big run. Expected hold. And also, red line is strong pivot. So this is IRL from yesterday. Any moment in time, Trump can tweet something and just coin flip me into bigger loss or coin flip me into a victory. That's what I'm worried about. Another closure because of scalping? No, Trader Ken, they changed their micro scalping rule. We got them to change it. As long as 40% of your trades are less, are micro scalping, you're fine. 40%, that's it. You can do as much scalping as you want as long as 60% of your trades aren't. It's the 60-40 split now. Is MFFU the same? I'm not really sure. MFFU expert, you're allowed to micro scalp all you want. As I know. I'm not sure about all the other ones. But MFFU is about to revamp everything, so it's about to change. I can't tell you anything else, but it's all about to change over there. For the better. I don't know all the rules that they're going to have. But they've always been really cool about it. The expert, I know you can micro scalp to your heart's consent. That's why I think it says there's no like provisions there. If you buy, okay, so 650K accounts. So Bruce, right now, you're not capped at 650K anymore. As a matter of fact, they upped the limit. It used to be 300,000 total, but now they've upped it in the sale to 700,000 total. So you can have up to 14 50K accounts right now. 50K. So what they used to be capped at 300K, now you can get almost, you can get 8 more. And you can have only 300K worth of funded. So the goal is I'm buying max so I can get as many of them funded as, or as many of them passed as I can, so I can have my 3 funded and the rest of them passed. What could change? Who knows? Yeah, they closed before the rule change, but they've changed the rules because we told them that rule sucks. Literally, we did. Like, both Brian Stonk and me teamed up to push together the idea to Fund an X to convince them that that rule's stupid. And they changed it. You can thank Brian, you can thank me. We both are like, let's team up and get them to change this. And they listen. Like, both of us are pushing really hard that micro scalping to a small degree should be allowed. But to balance the risk of the prop firm, we understand that they can't just allow it full time because you can cheat the system if you do. So the 40% rule is a perfect balance that benefits everybody. So yeah, we got you guys. We worked pretty hard to get them to revamp some of the stuff. Brian was a big pusher of that too. So you guys can be very thankful for Brian. He was helping Fund an X as well. And after the last sale, him and I got together and chatted a bunch. We were like, this is things maybe we can get them to change. And we spent a lot of time with these so basically, like, when I'm not here on the stream, I do spend a lot of time with the prop firms, talking to them and trying to help get changes happening, and at least with our partners. And they're all, the ones we work with, they're really good at listening to you guys' feedback. So can you have 650K funded? Right. You can have 650K funded. Yeah. can you hold the other accounts above 300K at zero profit each on standby? Right. So they're not, only 300K can go funded. So the assumption that I have is that of the 700K, I just pass all of them. And then if any of the 300K blow up, I can just roll one of the no DLLs into it, which means I need as many DLLs, no DLLs as I can get on the eval side. I don't know about the ETF micro scalping roll powers. I'm not really sure. Am I jumping any trades? I'm long right now. I've been long since my funded. So I grabbed the dip here and I've been sitting on the same single contract trade. And I'm in the same trade in all of my accounts right now, by the way. So we should be good. I'm trying to get my 7 funded and X accounts each with close to 2,000 profit. I'll be right back. Take it back. Woohoo! Let's go. All right. Now I'm starting to get some move here. Dude, that lunch that IDOC made me is so good. It's incredibly good. Now you guys can see it because I just started snacking on it. It's like a power bowl, dude. It's like egg, avocado, tomatoes. Super good. All right. We're picking up any steam in the stocks. We are not. This is lame. I got so excited when I saw some green. The index is just moving kind of willy-nilly. The stocks are not moving. So while the index is getting a little squeeze covering there, the stocks are literally sitting flat. Nvidia's flat. Amazon is flat. Microsoft is slightly going higher but flat for the day. Meta is slightly going higher but flat for the day. Tesla is the only good looking stock on this list. How lame and boring this is. Every time I get like this exciting little push, I get like super excited and nothing happens. So we're just kind of like holding an equilibrium until the stocks start moving. Unfortunately, none of the stocks are moving, which I hate. S&P, look at this. Look how lame this looks. Look at how boring this looks. Boring. Okay. We might not get anything good today. This might end my streak, guys. But it was fun while it lasted. 18 days was a pretty good streak. You guys like retweeting my pictures of my fan. I think that's hilarious. Well, all right, guys, welcome to the stream. First day on the stream here. Don't forget to sub to the channel. We do tons of giveaways on my stream every single day in the morning, the afternoon. You know, in the biggest live trading future streams, I think we're in the top, probably for like live streaming traders. At least on the guy side with the guys, I think we're like second biggest stream and second or third biggest stream now. For in the guy category for dudes. I think Pat's the biggest one. I think that future scalper guy is bigger, then we're third. That's crazy. Why people trade SPX options instead of ES? Yeah, I never understood why people would trade 0-day options and day trade options instead of trade futures. They're harder and they're tax heavier, so I don't know the benefit other than people just like options. That's my thought. The Grok 4 intro video was insane. Oh, it is. It totally is. Ooh, you guys do anything fun for the weekend? Guys like the stream. Somebody says I have bots on my stream. I don't have bots on my stream. Absolutely do not. That's the best part. I haven't bought a single follower, view, nothing. We're literally going viral. Well, because I, you know, working my ass off, and now I've got a big spotlight on me being on a major trading network TV show. Not a part of it. And I'll prove to you guys that, hold on. I'm just taking a picture of my my stripe here, and let me, oops. I'm gonna delete, that way you guys know how much we really make. I took a picture from my stripe since we opened the marketplace, and this is kind of like, some people will say like, you know, obviously, here's one thing I don't do. Yeah, the mic went weird. Can you guys hear me now? Hold on. All right, how about now? Is that better? Let me reset everything. Hello, hello. Check, check, check. I can't hear anything even through my phone.
Get the QuickBooks mobile app. Simply snap photos of receipts. Tap and... I can't hear anything even through my phone. Get the QuickBooks mobile app. Simply snap.
That's so weird. Hold on. Okay, this should be better. I reset my audio stuff. We should be good.
Okay, this should be better.
Nope, it's not better. All right, let's check this. No, something happened on the software side. Check, check. Let me try. Let's try now. Try now. Check, check.
Let's try now.
Check, check, check. It's software, it's not the mic. Check, 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 check. Testing, testing, testing.
Check, 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 check.
No. No, it's still the same. Okay, I'm gonna reset one more thing in a moment here. And I reset my encoder because I think it was a software thing. Hold on. Is it just the same? What on earth just happened? Restart. I'm gonna have to restart my whole computer. I'm trying to avoid doing that. All right. Okay, let me try one more time. I'm resetting my audio engine. Okay, let me try. All right. Holy robot Matt is gone. You back, no robot. Yeah, no, Windows does this. Windows is absolutely stupid. Dude, Windows, every time this happens and I go to reboot my computer, it's always like update and restart, take 4 minutes. Every single time Windows does an update, they just crash your shit to force you to restart. I thought I had this turned off when I redid my computer. Literally. Tanya. Real one stayed. I'm sure everybody will be back. Every single time Windows want to make you update your computer, it's every single time. They literally just crash all your drivers and then you're like forced to reboot and then accept their update. Bill Gates is an asshole. That's okay, I'm back. Every single time EST Windows update. That's what it was. The audio drivers crashed because the sound of that kind of like robotic-y sound, it's not the mic. The mic could be staticky, but when it gets all robotic-y, that's a digital thing, right? That being an analog mic, because it's an XLR cable, if it was staticky, it would be like that kind of sound. But it was more like a little robot-y sound. Digital. Literally, the audio drivers all crashed for whatever reason. Windows is like, this guy hasn't rebooted his computer in a while. He hasn't accepted our update. All right. Pull the plug. We're back. We are back. We're back. Well, I just turn off the updates and the there's processes you can disable. I just turn off updates in general, but I recently built a computer and I forgot to do that. I turn off the entire process on the back end. Windows just can't force any more updates. I'm just gonna do that. Once I get a stable load and then just leave it like stable version loaded, I just leave it like that. Monthly res is positive. Nice. It's looking a little slightly better. But anyways, as I was saying, on the side, as I was saying earlier for my mic got all crazy, we are now the third biggest morning day trading show that's not a prop show in the dude category. Some of the girls are pretty big, like Tanya is big. But in general, we're in the top 5 in the world. It's kind of cool. We're bigger than Trades and Matt. We're bigger than Riffs. We're bigger than everybody. Except Pat and then the scalper guy. Let's... Pat and Future Scalper. I don't even know who that guy is. Y'all keep telling me about him. I saw him the other day. I was like, man, he's got like 2,000 people watch him. So we've just been growing so fast. And then, yeah, throw back to your edit registry hack days. Yep, I'm gonna just have to go knock it out of the registry. And somebody was like, well, because you bought your stream. And I was like, no, it's really real because I was trying to prove to you guys. I had to edit out the amount of money that we make. But ever since we turned the marketplace on, again, like I say, I'm just going to humble any naysayer. This is the business. Like, since we opened up the doors to the marketplace, our business has gone up and up and up and up and up and up and up, especially since the start of the year. This was like the end of the year. And then now it's like, yeah, so I also buy bots to buy my own products too. So, you know, that's kind of goofy people. No, it's real. I bought a bunch of, you know, about 10,000 bots to go out there and buy my own stuff as well. And that's for my Stripe account. So, MRR has doubled since the last 3 or 4 months. Been crazy. I have 100 iPads in my living room watching my own stream and buying Rocket Scooter, apparently. We just it's a pretty simple formula. I got coached on how to beat the YouTube algorithm, and it's pretty yeah. I think I'm doing pretty good at it. But you also can't beat just having good content. That's really all it is. In trading, you just have good content, and any streamer that's trying to grow, you just need to have content people like. You also have to do it the right way. Psydoc is an actor. I hired an actor. Pickle's also an actor. Everyone's fake. Imagine intelligence translating the income. Yeah, but no bots. No, to be honest, not a single bot. Not a single purchased sub, follow, nothing. Twitter has experienced the same growth, just collaborating, being present. Can you use a Rocket Scooter with My Funded? You can't trade My Funded futures in Rocket Scooter, but you can use what we teach. Like I have my Funded futures account onto the side here, and then I have my Rocket Scooter to the left over here. How is VIX just trying to hold new entry? VIX is just chill. It's flat. It's not doing anything. I am a bot. Trump mentions the tariff word. Break all our hearts today. Go, Trump, go. And we get a big fat run. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. It did it again. Is the audio wacky again, or is it good? Audio good? Okay, good. Audio good? All the real ones stayed. Oh, all you guys stayed through the trouble. That's good. Y'all stuck around. Really appreciate that. Matt is an AI version. Yeah. Good. This 1 hour is showing bearish structure. I wouldn't attribute anything to structure. The market's not trying to move. The market's actually doing nothing. It's not even volatile. We're tracking the stocks. This is the important part. So what I want you guys to monitor is this right here. This is what's important. The resilience is now positive on NASDAQ, which is good for bullish structure. If NASDAQ dips down with positive res, I mean, I'm going to grab the dip for it to end up there for the day. While the market looks bearish, the stocks are telling a different story right now, at least in NASDAQ, and S&P is getting slightly better as well. So hopefully we get around. This is the last hour of the day, though. The index just tracked the stocks. The stocks all sold off, and the index is not hinting at anything, and the stocks are all basically just sitting flat with slight improvements over the last couple of minutes. So things are getting slightly better. My hopes are high. Hopes are high. Where'd the music go? Now my music just disappeared. John was talking.
I was talking.
Let me see what's going on here.
I was talking.
Whenever my speakers. Oh, I know why. Because I did this. I don't know what's going on with the music. Okay, now that. Oh, here we go. Hello, Chuck. What the heck is going on here? Who wants more 50 Shades of Arby's? Oh, you guys are funny. Now my speakers aren't playing. I can't even hear any of the sound. Oh well, we're gonna go music free till the end of the day. Trump signing the Genius Act. Oh, okay. How many is the Fun Next promo until the 23rd? Which is weird, like why they would have a sale on a Friday. That makes no sense. 19. It's like, let's have a sale for 3 days, but let's have it to go through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Like, nobody's gonna be buying your product when you have your sale. Like, I don't know if these guys are, I love Fund and Next, but sometimes I don't know. Like the last sale they had, they said, let's have a sale and then let's have it the day before Eid. That way we'll have a sale and then we'll all disappear and take a fucking week of vacation. And then now it's like, let's have a sale for a trading product that starts on a weekend. I swear. I love these guys, but there's something, it's through, I think it's through the 23rd, like through Wednesday. Like nobody's gonna buy it on Saturday or Sunday. So that doesn't make sense to me. Have your sale like on a Monday or like something where everybody's. Yeah, announce it on Friday, then let it go live on Monday. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought they would do. But either case, I'm just saying like 2 days are wasted of the sale because it's like you guys aren't actually going out there and doing anything on Saturday and Sunday. Y'all are all, nobody's at their computers. I'm not streaming. But we left Fund and Next. Matt has been hyping. I've been hyping it all week though. All right. Somehow my speakers aren't working right now. That's, what do we got going on here? What a crazy day for my computer. Let's see. Sync conflict settings that match the one stored in the cloud. Local settings. Okay. Devices. Because my speakers are disconnected. That's a bug. Resilience greater than 0 on NASDAQ. That's kind of cool. Let's turn those off for a minute there. Time to spill the beans on my funded futures. Can't. I'm sworn to secrecy. But I do have to tell you guys, I am on their internal company email list, so I do have the inside scoop. But we can't tell y'all. Top secret. I did tell you it is pretty cool. Matt, what's the fastest land animal? I thought it was a cheetah. But I feel like the way you're asking such an obvious question, there's a trick question. Is it some kind of bird or something? Is it a wiener dog? Is it a falcon? Some kind of bird? It's got to be a bird. Is it a joke about slightly fatter Matt? Is slightly fatter Matt the fastest land animal? Is it me? The peregrine falcon. Wow. Over 200 miles per hour? Dang. That's nuts. Slightly fatter Matt. I'd like to see like an AI video of slightly fatter Matt sprinting at the speed of a cheetah. Like all the jiggles and all, just like its cheek jowls like flapping around. His green, a green blur just whizzes by. What a dumb day. This has been the most heartbreaking day, I'm sure, for most traders, as nothing has happened since the open. And another thing is, it'd be so crazy if just buy the dip and then right at the end of the day, the market does this just to make it hit even harder. Why the market hate us so much? Res is positive. Res is getting positive. That's looking decent. It's getting better. But boy, I don't think we're going to get into the day rally. Wishful thinking. Screen day for option sellers. Yeah, definitely. You made $11 killing it. That's killing it, dude. That's absolutely crushing it. They went to some grand opening of some restaurant I think they invested in or something. I don't know the whole story about it. I need to ask her. IDOC, are you here? Apparently all these mega influencers are there. And she said the Hoes were there too. You guys know the Ho family from Houston. Like everybody who's everybody is there. This big grand opening of whatever restaurant it is. Well, I'm almost sad I missed out on it. Food looks good. What are they eating? Vermicelli bowls. Looks like her dad's got some kind of like crab soup. You also have that show, The House of Hoes. It's a very wealthy, influential family in Houston. They had their own reality show. Dang, this looks good. I wish I was there. And I'm here sitting with the market, missing out some tasty treats. Loving my tasty treats. I'm kind of bummed out while my speakers are plugged in. Let me unplug and plug them back in one more time. We'll have to go through. Dude, I think we're the tasty treats. You guys stick around later for the tasty treats. I'm not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Oh my word. Good luck on getting your losses back, Kevin. So. Yeah, I was just texting you to let you know that the bowl that you made me is really tasty. No, not yet. No, I was just saying. I was just saying asking you how lunch was. Okay. Cool. Nope. Never on Friday. Okie dokie, bye. All right, my quest to get 7 funded next accounts to at least $2,000 payout. Working on it. Brute forcing these to pay out. 2 of them I got to 2,000. Some of them are almost there. I got to get to like 2,400, 2,000 to 2,400. It'd be easier if the market was moving. This damn market's not moving, so. Watching them do this all day was just kind of like heartbreakingly crap. Just one green. All I need is a candle light to there. Come on. Let's get the 40. Res is greater than 0 on NASDAQ, which is great. I'll take what I can get, I guess. I'll probably not get the full. I might not. I want to get at least 2,400, but with a day like this, it's not even possible. I'm only busted 5 accounts. So I'm trying to brute force all of them to, these are my funded next ones I'm working on. So I'm trying to brute force them all to roughly 2,000 bucks. My Tradeifys are down like maybe like 7,000 today, kind of a crappy day, but that's all right. So I'm trying to get each one of these close to 2,400, but the market not moving, I'll take 2,000 and be okay. That's to get as close as I can to max profit out the door. I've only busted 5 times. And again, this is a brute force technique during a sale to get as many as I can out the door on day 1, because I only have till Wednesday to get 7 of them passed. I need to make a total of 6,000 bucks in each account times 7 before Wednesday, which means I need to full port each one of them at strategic spots and get the max first day profit, which is 40% of 6,000, which is 2,400 bucks. This makes sense, right? And the idea is I'm going to just full port and either get it or not. So I have to do basically 5 contract trades to get to 24 or get close enough to close out. And then starting the next day and the next day, then I trade them seriously. So that's it. If tomorrow I lose a trade, or Monday I just lose any trade and lose any steam, less than where I started, I reset and start over. I don't take any kind of drawdown. I start over, hit profit, start over, hit profit, start over, hit profit. And that's because by the end of the sale period, I want to have 7 accounts passed, and then I just trade them like normal. 7 accounts, no DLL, and I'll try to go for $1 million payout with this. Why not YOLO them? Well, that's what I'm doing, but you can't go any more than consistency. So I'm hitting them with 5 account hits. Like right here, this is where I got 3 of them passed so far, or not passed, but 3 of them to profit. So I got 4 more to work on. The other 4 are up, whatever. One of them's up 1,000. The other ones are up a little bit. If we get to there, then I've made it. So I'll be good. So I need to pass them before. Well, I don't need to pass them before a date, but I can't buy any more with no DLL if I don't pass them before the date. So the problem becomes, what happens if I have sale is only for like this many days, and I'm just inching along, blow up, inching along. And what happens if I blow up on the last day? Then I get 0 accounts at the end of the day. The goal is to have all of them passed right up front if I can. And any of them that kind of do have problems or maybe blow up, I can buy them, or if I have to reset or start over, if any I lose them along the way in the last couple of days, I can buy whatever I need to. So the goal is by last day of the sale, I want to have as many, if not all of these 7 accounts passed and 3 of them set to funded. So I get the max potential to go. So the only way to do that is to make sure on day 1, I got a lead right out the door. And that's it. Yep. How do I pass them? There's consistency, 40%. Yeah, so $2,400 per day. It's a 6,000 target. So day 1, I just need to get close to $2,000. $2,000 times 3 will pass. So as long as I'm near 2,000, I'm good. None of them can go over 2,400 to get there in 3 days. So 2,000 is like right at the sweet spot. You must have the perfect entries for that on the 100K. Well, no, it's brute forcing. Like at the start of the day, I longed with just about all of them, and then 5 of them busted. And then I waited and I started building with 5 more of them all down in here. And that's it. So I got to get 2,400 profit as quickly as I can. And if I don't make it today, I don't make it today. But the idea is just to have it done before the end of the sale. Please explain, is DCA allowed? Yeah, DCA is allowed. That's why the brute force strategy works just on day, and it's only day 1 that I brute force it. Or until I have each account having its first payout, I brute force. So that's not just day 1. So when it comes, it's first profit. So I have 7 accounts that I'm trying to get to $6,000 each. Okay. And imagine that accounts number 1 and 2 and 3 have made it to day 1 profit. Accounts 4, 5, 6, and 7 haven't. So say if these all close flat, tomorrow I have to brute force each one of these to get profit. And if I don't, I start over. These I trade normal risk, 1 to 2 contracts. If day 2, brute forcing, 2 of them pass and 2 of them don't. Then day 3, 5 of them I'm trading normal and 2 of them I'm still brute forcing. Then hopefully by the end of day 5 or whatever the sale is, I've got 7 accounts that I'm trading normal. So I just have to basically have the first consistency locked profit in the first day. I do this anytime there's a sale, and I'm going to load up on sale accounts. It's the highest probability to get all your accounts funded before the sale ends. Basically what it's doing. That way I have maximum probability of getting an account that gets a payout with a big buffer. Then when I get 7 accounts, all I got to do is every single day, I don't got to trade any of them. I can just trade 1 account. If the market falls and I hit a level, there's no DLL, I can just trade 1 account. And then that's it. If I have 3 pivots and market falls to one place, I account along with 1, falls to another along with another, falls to another along with another. I trade each of my pivots with a different account. And the fund index, I never trade them all together. I never get in on 2 of accounts, 3 of accounts, whatever. I split that risk up. The goal is I need buffer at least in 1 account, and then that account gets lucky and grows. So if there's buffer in an account, I'll never blow it up. So hopefully I pass 7, get funded in 3, and hopefully get paid in at least 1. That's the goal. It's giving me a lot of room for error to have all 7 of these pass. That's the goal here. No, this is for Funded Next. Funded Next just had this massive sale, uncapped payouts, no DLL, and a 40% consistency, and you can DCA. So I'm going to aim for $1 million payout. with at least one of the accounts. If I can grow it that fast. We'll see. The account that I'm trading is about it's $100,000 funded next. So I have 7 of them. I also said I'll try to do the Top Step leaderboard, remember? I should probably start trying to trade Top Step too. Man, I got so many goals I want to do. As soon as I get funded with Tradeify, maybe I'll start doing Top Step just for the leaderboard. So what happened to the accounts? I got the last discount. I got $10,000 in payouts from those accounts. And then 2 days ago, after that big day that we had where the market just crashed those couple of days and I worked everything back, that was the last day I traded all the other accounts. And so they were basically, after I took my payout in 2 of the accounts, because I had 4 and 2 of the accounts went back to kind of the starting balance after I took payouts. And then those guys busted on their own. And then I turned the 250s into a 100K. And then the other 2 accounts, the 100Ks, also took like a loss either that day or the day before. And we're like still kind of sitting at the starting balance. Like I haven't been making much ground in those after the payouts that I took. And so those guys being close to the starting balance as well, I decided just to blow everything up in the last 2 days purposefully so I can start all over today. So yesterday and the day before, I was losing the 3 accounts on purpose, as I told you guys in chat I was doing. But on the first sale, the 4 accounts I had, I turned into $10,000 the first go around, which is good. Losing accounts on purpose, pulling an ICT. Yup. Can a prop firm ban you for losing on purpose? Why would they ban you for losing a trade? Am I gonna create a converter for switching? Yeah, probably. We're working on one right now. So converting like liquidity maps to futures. Yep, we have one of those in the works right now. Dude, I keep getting so excited this market's gonna move. It's not going anywhere. Is there a particular day I do the lifetime giveaway? Last day of the month. If you spend $1,000 using our code with the prop, so Rocket Scooter code is going to get you the best deals anywhere. Number one, since we have that tier 1 status, usually affiliates get different code deals sometimes. With us, we get the same. We not only get the best deal, but our deal also matches the site deal with all of our partners. So it means that you use our code anywhere, you'll always get the best deal. So there's no like thinking to it. When you use that code anywhere, every 1,000 you spend enters you into a drawing for lifetime. We do it once a month. You spend 1,000 in the previous month. So for example, this is July. At the end of July, if you've used the code for $1,000, then on the last day of July, there's a giveaway of lifetime membership. How hard is a million with 10 minis? Pretty easy with 10 minis. Not bad. With 10 minis, you can make 20, 50K a day with 10 minis. If you're trading that hard, which I probably wouldn't do. know, with 3 minis, 3 to 4 minis, you're trading 5 to 10K a day already. Well, think about it. Every 40 points to Nasdaq times 10 is $8,000. If you get 2 40-point moves, it's 16,000 a day with 10. So imagine every trade you take with 10, you're up and down $8,000. So say you make 5 or 6 trades, you can make 50K if you get them all. They're all winners. 10 is pretty huge. So I'm gonna be trading 10 though. No. You reported fake Matt on X. Oh, nice. Do you get lifetime rocket scooter? Not for reporting anybody, but you're my friend for life, which is all that matters. Do I have affiliate code with TPT, Michael? Yeah, I've always had affiliate code with TPT. It's on the top of the screen. Do you guys not see the top of the screen? Rocket, look at the top. The top banner, Tradeify, ETF, TPT, My Funded Apex, code Rocket Scooter. We get like, I think it's like 40% off right now. Super awkward's a year snitch for life. The ETF giveaway, yeah, we did it earlier. You missed it. But come back on Monday. We do funded account giveaways pretty much at least once a day. Does the bottom of the channel go hold or break in queue? I don't really know, but if I was a betting man, I would say that the market wants to support through here, but I'm really afraid that this dies like that and then rallies up. So I don't really know. I've got some contract here. I've been waiting for the market to dive so I can hit it hard and trade back to the middle. With positive res, I've been hoping that we end up here, but it's just, what a crummy freaking day, man. The market moves in the first hour and goes nowhere all day. I'm not even given an opportunity to like get my winning streak back. Imagine if I was trading the S&P and it's gone up and down 10 points. Look how lame this looks. Nobody's doing anything today. What is this? Oh, interesting. So, my funded futures, big announcement, big news, everything. I'll give you guys a date. The 22nd of July is what I'm hearing, at least timing. So big new stuff with these guys coming out next Tuesday. The distance we've gone, 53. So next Tuesday, you guys, is going to be it. Why does this market suck so bad? Can't like people just buy the dip? You guys are buying the dip for me? Thank you. Why am I trying to long a bearish market? You got to be joking, right? You guys are funny. I must have missed that memo. When was the market ever bearish? Is that what I forgot to do? Is draw the trend line? Oh, crap. How about this? It hasn't tapped the third time yet, so let's see. On the bright side, as Fraser said, it helped you clear out your space on your clear out space so you can go get a no DLL. That's funny. There was like no price action. The Nasdaq and S&P just fell and have stayed put all day. Could have been scalping maybe 40 points. I just kept holding for better. Liquidity pocket, about 60% of days should close above. All things being considered, it's usually 90 under ideal conditions, but monthly hedge break made it irrational. So it'd be rare to break. And of course, we don't have any time left in the day, 20 minutes, like nothing's going to happen. Rare to break this. Expected to hold this, which is just why I grabbed the long at the bottom. I've been holding on to the same contract like all freaking day. Do I just be like daring? If we dip any lower, maybe I'll add another contract to it. Yeah, we didn't even get like 40-point moves, did we? A lot of them are like much, even on Nasdaq was like much less. 190 to 215. It was barely like 25 points up and down. Let's just be daring. Let me add another contract here. And watch this be the day that it dies out. That's okay. My 18-day streak has likely come to an end. Unless I get a lucky move up to there, I don't think I'm going to turn this day green. Matt added dump it. Yeah, like the minute I add, it's gone down. 23.2 is not where I want to have my cost basis, though. I wish I would have added down here. I just grabbed the one down here though. Look at this. Even the hourly chart is weird. Look, wick. What a dumb looking hourly chart. Watch it just be like in the close. That's my biggest fear on this, is that it just dies in the close. Longest trade you see me make? Yeah, just hanging on. Like the market is, and it's weird because normally I'm in and out really quick, right? And if think about S&P, imagine I long the S&P, just had to sit here all day on it. It would be really weird, you know, like to see this rally up from here. We got 20 minutes, 6 minutes till MOC, which I might just take what I can get on that. This was a joke. I'm not really drawing a trend line. I already feel dirty. God, I went on the YouTube the other day and I saw somebody whose chart had 6 zillion lines on it. Like I'm talking 6 zillion lines. I'm talking like they literally ran out of colors. That's how crazy it was. I don't know how some people like getting like retina cancer staring at like that, but I can't even stand looking at one technical indicator, much less thousands. Probably crack the matrix. All that guy can see into the fucking future. I tell you, when it comes to like shapes and patterns, more is always better. Like if you see blank space on your chart, there's room to put an indicator there. If there's room, if you've run out of indicators, stick some emojis on there. That also helps. You get TradingView gives you all kind of things to fill up your chart. And if your ADHD crack smoking brain is not even okay with that, you can add all kind of, you know, audio effects. Make it even more cluttered. So maybe if I put like an emoji right here, call this the smiling heart pattern to match my smiling heart. And let's add one more. Is there a fan? Because like if I get a fan emoji, now we're in business, guys. Hold on. There's clearly some blank space on my chart. Travel in places, objects. I see swords, I see computers, I see alarm clocks and flashlights. This is not really a fan, but it's kind of like, it kind of looks like a fan, even though it's not a fan. That'll do. That'll do. Okay. That's all right. What can I spell with these letters? C-L-O, clob. Bat. Let's see, what else can I put on here? Bathtub, microscope, cigarettes. Oh, okay. Toilet paper. All right. So if the market is doo-doo, okay, there we go. That's perfect. So now, guys, I saw some blank space on my chart, and I felt the need to fill it with emojis. And these are strategic emojis. They serve one very strong purpose, and the emoji triggers the market's going to flush, or maybe you're not flush. Inverse flush. Market's going to flush in this direction. So now we go into the toilet from the upside down direction. This is called the toilet radar indicator. I sell a package of tools, and this is mostly part of it. It's guaranteed to make sure any blank space on your chart is immediately removed from your vicinity that's not busy enough. You're not really doing trading if you're not really loading it up. Yeah, so make sure, like I said, blank space is for losers. Absolutely for losers. Blank space, not for winners. Winners don't have time for blank space. I have 175,000 IQ, and I can comprehend 60 million patterns per second. You're not as good as me, but I can because I'm part robot. And I make sure it's like I got everything on here. And this is only $999 a month. The inverse flush pattern. Watch, it goes anti-gravity. We should be good. Into MOC. Let's see if we get fucked. All right, hold on. Let me delete all this. Let's get serious, guys. Let's get real. This is bored, Matt. Matt needs to get with the program because the market's going to move in about 1 second, and it's probably going to go down and hurt my feelings and probably find lower lows. So let's kind of put this here just to remind, you know, the market where it needs to go. But in all honesty, I expected to hold here. I did grab 2, and I am just kind of like playing around with this. So wish me luck. I'm losing it. The dead market finally got to me. This is like you're witnessing me just slowly go insane, like I'm marooned on an island somewhere. Now I'm just talking to coconuts, like trying to get myself busy. Come on, market. Don't just rise and fall. Rise and rise. You know you want to fill that gap. You know you want to go through the toilet, but the other direction. Do me a solid, market. I got 4 more accounts. I need $2,000. Get up here. Like, look at this. Look at this. Just how many people want to buy this market to close? Everybody. Squeeze all those call sellers, man. Throw them in the money. Make them chase this at the end. Come on. Give us that love today. Make them chase this crap in the end. Come on. I need to make some money. Let her rip. No red no red candle. This is even the most boring MOC. God, I get so excited every time it goes right here. So excited. 561. We've literally been pegged at 561 all day. Not moving. Come on, didn't you see the reverse flush pattern? I am very unhappy with today's performance. But if I turn it around this way, it almost looks like a smiling kind of thing. Like, this is kind of neat. Let's turn that frown upside down. Looks like a guy that's smiling with big shoes on. Let's go. I'm literally going crazy right now. If I delete the toilet, will it go up? Your sanity is insanity. That's hilarious. Win streak means nothing. Really doesn't mean anything. Is the end of the win streak? Yep. I'll take it. Seven minutes till market closes. It would be so great to get above MHP. Oh my God, I'd be so happy. Perfect. I got my fourth account to 1700. That's close enough. My fifth account is closer to 1500 right now. Ugh. Wish I could have done much better for day one, but this market gave me no opportunities to trade. That's just the name of the game. Come on, rip up. I don't think it will because we're sitting here at that 61 level. And QQQ is like the same 561. But maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get lucky. We'll see. Like the market's going to do anything. Maybe 6 minutes left. You don't like the radar fan pattern, the upside down toilet, the reverse toilet? Oh, of course. Of course. That's looking tasty. We need the UFO. Can I type? Oh, I can't even search in here, can I? I have to scroll and find it. Let's put a little scooter power on it. Here, this is a scooter trend line. So what's going to happen is it's not going to go anywhere. Once I draw it just like this is like my own version of a trend line. There we go. All right. So this is you guys can buy my course for $1,000 a session. Put the toilet back. I don't remember where it was on the list. Okay, how much time we have? 4 minutes left. Oh my word. I think got some movement here. Come on, keep going, keep going. Like squeeze call sellers in like the last couple minutes. I don't think we're gonna get it though. With all honesty, it's probably just gonna be red. Just to hold this area. 561 is where it's been sticking to. There has been like equal hedging just to sandwich this right in the middle. There has been like no bullish flow, no bearish flow, like no flow period. The market is just sitting still, doing nothing. And in my room, it's kind of weird because I don't have any music. My speakers are not turning on for some reason. So I'm sitting here in the quiet. It's even more awkward sitting here in this quiet. How do you set the RSI? It's not going to help you here. Now add the rocket to the scooter. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we're missing a key component, aren't we? Okay. Let's see if this can save the market in the last minute. Hold on. I doubt anything's going to happen, but we shall see. Oh, there it is. There it is. This could signal the somewhat of a topping pattern too if the market continues to lack like significant buying pressure here. But with no volatility, it's liquid enough. There's not a lot of selling pressure, but there's not a lot of buying pressure either. It's like the lack of sellers and buyers in general are creating a general liquid market, even though there's very low participation on both sides. It's weird to see the market kind of sell off and kind of have selling pressure most of the day with no volatility. It just means it's balanced. Volatility means balance. So there's equal bulls and bears on both sides, even though there's not a lot of bulls and not a lot of bears. 1 more minute left. Can we at least break out of this range to close? Can we at least get to lunchtime highs? Let's do it. Come on, rip up. If I can see $1,000 here, I'll be happy. Fucking A. Oh shit, let's go. Come on. Trying to break highs for like a hot minute there. And we are done. It would have been so nice to have gotten like something better than this. But it is what it is. We can hold for a little bit and see if the market keeps pushing higher now that options are going to expire in 15 minutes. See, the options don't expire until 15 minutes after close, so there's still movement. You can still see a squeeze in the last 15 minutes. You're so stressed out. Dude, I feel it, man. I wish I would have gotten a little bit more better performance on these funded next, but that's okay. That's all right. Oh shit, my MyFunded futures isn't even open. Oh, let me. I didn't have the performance up here, you guys. My bad. This is kind of a brutal day on my Tradeify, so this got me pretty good because I hit it kind of hard. But whatever this is what it is. So these two kind of neutralize each other. One was up, one is down. So this is about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, probably about a 10K. And then my funded next, I was just brute forcing them to try to get close to 2,000-ish per trade. And I got pretty close-ish. I'm still holding on here just to see if I get anything in the next 15 minutes or so, then I'll close out. But that's it. Thanks for coming to the stream. Looks like the 18-day streak is over. I'm still up 190K in these Tradeify accounts, 110K day. Boo-hoo. But you know what? What sucks is that typically I could work my way back from that pretty easily. The market fucking went anywhere. It just fell and stayed put. I didn't get anything good to trade off of. And unfortunately, that's just the nature of the market. I made a good entry getting right in here, but there's no way I can make it all back. Sucks. But it was a fun streak while it lasted, right? Back on Monday. All right, time to touch grass, you degens, as somebody said in channel. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget, use Rock Scooter code everywhere you go. And I love you guys, and I'm out. No boot camp on Fridays. Take the day off. We'll see you on Monday.
Market spinning in chaotic haze. Rocket scooter blast through the maze. Volume prediction shows the way. Leave the doubt and the fray. Liquidity map paints the scene. Hidden nodes like ghosts unseen. Reverse engineer to see the light. Illuminate the darkest night. Rocket scooter has got the key. Pull back curtains, let me see where institutions hide. Doubt can't live where you reside. makes the weak ones fly. Future volume crystal clear. Rocket scooter leads, no fear. No more guesswork, no more loss. Seeing past the others cross. Institutions will be seen. Predict the flow like a machine. Rocket scooter, you got the key. Pull back curtains, let me see. Where institutions hide. Doubt can't live where you reside. Trends we ride with heads held high. Resilience makes the weak ones fly. Future volume crystal clear. Rocket scooter leads, no fear. No more guesswork, no more loss.